Hello and welcome back to the DEB Gen. I realize that I don't have a large variety of content, but I've decided that needs to change. Now before I get into this, I am not bashing on Fallout. I really enjoy the game, but I think that everyone agrees that it needs improvement. Nothing is perfect. Fallout 4 did not feel like a real Fallout game to me. I never got the feeling that Fallout 3 and New Vegas had, so I do have mixed opinions on it. Overall, I think that Fallout 4 is a good game, and I still think it is worth buying for $60. Unlike Call of Duty, which I bought through trade-ins and some cash, but it was still at market price, $60. Because my friends wanted me to buy it. I don't stand by my decision for that game. Granted, the multiplayer is a lot of fun with friends. Otherwise, let's get back to topic. I would not doubt that we will get a Fallout game in the next year or two. Bethesda is working on the numbered Fallouts while Obsidian is working on the spin-offs. Obsidian made Fallout New Vegas 2 years after 3, so I imagine we'll get another one. Possibly. I haven't heard anything from Obsidian. Thus, I have some ideas on how the next Fallout could improve when it comes out. My first point is something that not many people will actually agree with me on. In Fallout New Vegas, we had the ability to play games for caps, and one of them was Caravan. Now, Caravan was not my thing, and a lot of people hated it. I did not know how to play it either. But I do not believe that the idea of a card game should be thrown out altogether. There should definitely be a card game of sorts. I remember when we had poker in Far Cry 3, and I loved that personally. It would definitely give Fallout much more of a feel. No one is really having fun trying to survive the wasteland except for you, because that's what you're there for. You bought the game for it. What about everyone else? The people in the world. They kind of just walk around. How do they entertain themselves? I doubt it is playing with the nearest Deathclaw. Thus, I believe that there should be a variety of games throughout the wasteland. I would take poker. I personally think that this would be great, and it would add to public places too, as long as it's not Caravan. My next point has something to do with making the world feel more alive. I think that bars should be improved. With things such as Caravan and other casino games being played in bars, I think that this would definitely make bars feel better. But let's be honest, bars are just another vendor for beer that you do not care about in the long run. Along with these renovated gambling games, I think that you should have to buy alcohol at a bar, and that is where you drink it. There would be a talking pop-up, and then you order what you want. Then you actually pick up the beer and drink it, as in an animation. Then there would also be people in the bars that will pay you to kill other people, quests. Then you can accept, go get the guy, kill him, or team up with him. Come back and kill the original people that hired you, do whatever you want. It's an RPG. So, the RPG system is still there and possibly improved. This could possibly be seen throughout many places across the wasteland to make it feel more lively, and I think it would be great. Next, I believe that the wasteland should be more dangerous. In Fallout New Vegas, getting to New Vegas was hell. Every canyon screwed you over with either a deathclaw, boat flies, rad scorpions, or multiple deathclaws. Yes, boat flies were actually pretty dang dangerous. In 4, you occasionally see raiders and some ghouls. It felt far too easy to get to Diamond City, which is the equivalent to New Vegas, right? The deathclaws are mainly spotted on the coast, to the top right of the map, in the glowing sea, and some non-scripted areas. There's a mod specifically for a Deathclaw Valley, which should emphasize my point. I was dead afraid of the rad scorpions in New Vegas, but not in 4. They just seemed to walk around. I could shoot them, and it wouldn't take very long to kill them. I was deadly afraid of canyons in New Vegas, but you don't have that in Fallout 4. I want that scared feeling again. That should come without survival mode. I shouldn't have to turn on survival mode to feel like I'm gonna die every couple seconds. The next improvement that I believe should be in the next Fallout are scattered small settlements. In Fallout New Vegas, you came across small places of a couple of houses, and in Fallout 3, you came across many different little settlements. But in Fallout 4, it's not the same. They expect you to create your own settlement. There are only a couple of very big settlements, and then you have to make some of them. I believe that making a settlement was a cool idea at first, however, it did not make the whole Fallout experience feel right. I enjoyed finding small settlements and getting more quests that meant something, not quests or chores from Preston Garvey that make me want to kill myself. Meeting interesting people and talking with them while you listen to their stories was only half the fun. I remember doing a quest in Fallout New Vegas where I had to collect dog tags from fallen NCR members, and then I had to go find someone that was stealing medical supplies. Those things were small quests, but their characters were very fledged out, and they had character, and it seemed great. You do not have things like that in Fallout 4. I think many people notice that. You can go through the whole game without caring at all for settlements. Diamond City's the only place that you go to, and that's for no reason, really. The only thing I ever did was send all of my companions back to Sanctuary. There was no point to settlements in Fallout 4, and I didn't like that. My next idea is something some people will agree on and some won't. We do not need a voice actor. It is cool to have a voice actor, sure, and without realizing it, we actually do have more talking options. Less choices, probably, but there's more talking in the game. What most people do not realize is that in Fallout 3, they usually only give you 2 or 3 options to choose from. The rest of the conversation is to learn the character. So basically, it's like the 3 options on screen. I mean, we have 4 options in Fallout 4, so I don't think very many people actually realize that. The choices do impact the story more with just a chat dialogue. Having a voice actor as the main character in a roleplay game that mainly revolves around talking is a bad idea. It takes more time to create a game on the developer side. I would prefer that they spend as much time as possible with their game. I'm not complaining about that. However, options are less. They go for the least amount of dialogue as possible. This means that dialogue is repeated, there is not as much variety of voices, and there are not too many choices to influence the story. In Fallout 4, when you want to influence someone with the charisma while in a conversation, if you fail, you still say the same thing as you would when you succeed. That bothers me. In Fallout New Vegas and 3, it was not like that. And you had different skill options to try and persuade the person you were talking to. It does not work the same in 4. Plus, it does not feel like your character. You are playing a character that the developers want you to play. Fallout has always been about putting you in the world that they created, not putting you in a world that another person is living in and you controlling that character. I just believe that the voice actors should be taken out, and the chat system should be reverted back to the way it was from Fallout 1 through New Vegas. Those are some simple improvements that I thought of. I have a couple of more stashed in the back of my mind, but they are not exactly anything that pertains to Fallout 4 and what it did wrong. My other ideas do not build off of Fallout 4, but build on a whole new game. These are things such as story elements I would enjoy. Something like a good revenge story versus a let's go find my dad or son. Something that New Vegas built its story around. However, I was thinking of something to do with our character's family being slaughtered. You cannot go wrong with a heartwarming story that ends badly, and that seems to be perfect. The wasteland is hell, and if you can find happiness, such as a family in such a place, it is quite an achievement. Just one morning, raiders come and kill almost everyone before the NCR stops them, and they run off. Your family's dead. Then you go on a hunt to find the people that killed your family. It is hard to find a plot for Fallout that does not revolve around finding someone or something, but a revenge story is something a tad bit better than just going to find your dad. Alright guys, that is all I have for today. There's always a way to improve something because nothing is perfect. Fallout is a great game with a lot of opportunity. There are games that you could make that revolve just around the backstory and lore. Fallout is a great universe with a lot of great lore behind it. Anyways guys, all of these are my opinions, and they might not be yours. However, I am not bashing on your opinion. Everyone is entitled to their opinion and ideas. I will not hold anything against you. Otherwise, guys, if you like this video, click that like button gently, and if you did not like this video, leave a comment telling me how I could do better. You can leave a comment saying Fallout 4 was better than Fallout 3, and I do not like your opinion. Wrecked. And I would still read it because someone cared to write it. Now, time to address something not pertaining to this video, so if you want to click off, that is totally fine. I'm sorry for not uploading like usual. 2 days after the giveaway final, I was not feeling too great, and so I did not make a video. I said I would make a video the next day, however I was busy and did not get around to making it. For that I am terribly sorry. This video is 2 days overdue now, and to be honest, it's not that great. I don't think it's a fantastic video. I mean, the gameplay is pretty boring. I kind of wanted to do a mix-up, but I couldn't, and I just don't have the time. Next video might even be on New Vegas. Hell if I know. I do not know that. I want a variety of content. I do want to talk about Battlefield, however, so that might be something in the future because Battlefield's always a big inspiration for me. It's actually what I wanted to build my channel around, other than Fallout. Fallout's fine. It's almost on par with Battlefield, perhaps above it. So yes, I am sorry, guys. However, thank you guys so much for your support. You guys are still staying and supporting me, and that is great. I could not ask for more. Either way, guys, I will see you guys in the next video, and you have a fantastic day or night, according to whatever time it is right now. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.